Hello, Tellermans. How are you today?
Hey, Bonnie.
Tellermans
All right.
one.
I have to tell you, I absolutely love the show, what I've seen of it so far. And Leslie, I got to start with you because I want to know what your initial reaction was when you got to see what Owen looked like in those very sexy shorts and high socks.
I have to tell you, yeah, I was like, it's a weird thing because you don't know if it's supposed to be like looking in a mirror. Is it a funhouse mirror? Are my legs really that skinny and hairless? But then I like everything else with this show, I grew to love it, and it set me free in a lot of ways because I don't think it's an exact likeness. Owen is much handsomer, but it sets me free. It sets me free. It allows me to be as silly and as goofy as I can be.
Yeah, and Kathryn, for you, playing Paige, something a little different for you, doing this animated stuff. And I just love everything you do, but man, are you funny in the show.
Oh, it's fun to go. There is something we were just talking about, something very freeing about animation, about being by yourself in a booth and just being kind of just alone with your imagination and with your amazing creator Loren Bouchard to play with, and just trusting chemistry, just trusting his casting gut with this amazing group of humans. And I was so pleased and moved when I saw it all put together. I could not believe the chemistry of this group of people that really had never spent that much any time together in working on scenes. Like I couldn't believe it. So that has so much to do with Loren and Josh and the amazing talents of this group. Yeah, it was such a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm sure. And Tituss, for you, I just love, this is fantastic that you're playing this little kid, Owen, with this great sister, Molly played, of course, by Kristen Bell. I want to know from you, when you get to break into song, but it's an animated character, is it a little different doing it that way for you?
Yeah. Kathryn and Leslie sort of touched on it, but there's a difference in obviously singing live and filming a scripted series than obviously doing animation. In some ways, animation is kind of like recording the music is kind of like recording an album a little bit. So, you get to go back and try and perfect it. But this music is so good.
It is.
And I would listen to it, just on my own, even if I weren't a part of the project. And the way it amps up and complements the series is so wonderful. How they use all the different writers and composers who contributed to it. So this was a joy to see so many different people.
I've been singing When He Poops, I'll Pick It Up. I really like that song a lot. There's a lot of really good ones.
Good.
Yeah, there's so many great songs in this. And, Leslie, of course, wow. Your background with Hamilton and everything else that you've given us in terms of the music. But I want to know, as caretaker of Central Park, how would Owen handle being under quarantine? What would he do with himself?
I tell you, Owen would be out there with one of those, he'd have one of those masks, like a serious mask. He'd be kicking people out of that park. He'd be making sure they kept 6 feet apart. He would, him and Elwood would be regulating that place. That's for sure. I think Owen is a rule follower. Owen's a rule maker.
Yeah.
And so he'd be doing everything that he could to make sure that people were safe and that the park was protected.
Well, listen, I can't wait, and I'm sure all of you as well, until Central Park is actually open and I can go back to New York and go. It's one of my absolutely favorite places to go in the world. But thank you so much for this series, to the three of you. I could talk to you for hours. There's so much to talk about. But honestly, thank you for the laughs. I really appreciate it. And best of luck to all of you, and stay safe and healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
You
bye,
too.
guys. Okay, bye, guys.